Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daniela and today I have another US special editions unboxing for you. I have 10 boxes to unbox. So I'm going to dive straight in, not in any particular order, I'm just going to grab what I see. First up we have Foxglove. I think this is a special edition from Fox and Wit, but it's under the Foxglove brand because that is their romance subsidiary. It is a separate edition that I ordered, it's not part of the subscription, and it is Paladin's Grace, which is the first book in a series by T. Kingfisher, but it is a fantasy series, and this is the cover, which I just thought was absolutely stunning. It is definitely the artwork that made me want to pick this up. We also have a signed booklet by T. Kingfisher, and it's just a standard hardback for this. The special part about this was just the artwork on the cover, but I just absolutely love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I don't really know much about this other than it's a fantasy, and I think maybe it has some enemies to lovers in there. There's definitely some sort of romance, but I am looking forward to reading this. Next up, I have a blank white box. I have no idea what's in it, so let's have a look. So these are some special editions that I ordered from Fae Crate. These are my first books I've ever gotten from Fae Crate, and this is a series they did quite a while back. And originally I missed it, but then they were selling the leftovers for this on their website and I managed to snag a set, and it is the Frost and Nectar duology by C.N. Crawford. Again, I'm a sucker for artwork. It's the artwork that got me with these. So it comes in this slipcase, and we have what I assume is the two main characters on the front and the back. I didn't know about the edges. I think this one's the second book, but we have these copper foiled edges, which look amazing. It does have a clear jacket over the front by the looks of this, which I believe has the title on and some leaf detailing. And then I love a printed hardback, and it has the same character artwork on the printed hardback, and then a castle on the back. So that was book 2. And then book 1 has silver foiled edges. Again, plastic cover on the front with the title, with the naked hardback with the character artwork, and this snowy landscape on the back. There is some sort of building here as well. Love these. So that's it with the cover with the leaves on and the title, and then this is it without. Second cover without the plastic on. That is that set. I think it's gorgeous. I'm super duper happy with it. Worth the wait. I think I was keeping my eye on this one for a year, maybe 2. Next up, I have a Midnight Whispers box. Let's see what's in this one. Okay, so this is a special edition of Trial of the Sun Queen, and I'm so disappointed that they're not continuing this series. They had a contract with the author while they were indie, and then this has been picked up by a publisher now, so unfortunately we're not going to get the rest of the series in this design. And I am gutted, because it is so beautiful. This is the cover for Trial of the Sun Queen. The artwork is slightly cartoony, but it's absolutely beautiful. If you can see, there is gold foiling on her dress, which has like the castle. Oh, I love it. And then again, we have some art on the back. We do have a spread edge on here that just has some roses. And then we have some more beautiful character artwork on the end papers, and a map on the back, which I did not know. I'm so gutted. Oh, there's more artwork. We have more artwork on the inside. And we have a printed offer letter with a printed signature. I love a good dedication. The dedication in this book says, "For anyone who finds themselves driven by both love and rage." Again, just gutted that they're not going to be continuing the series. And just crossing my fingers that maybe one day they will be able to continue it with the new publisher. Next up, I have a box from the Bookish Box, and this is a set of special editions that I ordered, and it is the Anatomy duology. I haven't read this, and I do have the standard editions, but I could not resist these. I love printed hard cases, I love artwork, I love beautiful character art, and I'm a big fan of the clear plastic covers with the hard case artwork underneath. I think it's genius. The Plated Prisoner series by Bookish Box is still one of my favourite sets that I have ever bought. I just love the design of these. I love how they did these. We have the plastic cover on the front, which has artwork of this character on the front, and then some hands clasping on the back. And then if we take that off, the underneath artwork is a skeleton, and the reverse artwork is a brain. I just love how they did this, and they managed to hide it with the silhouettes of the hands clasping and the character on the front. We also have some character artwork on the end papers, some sprayed edges, and the skeleton again on the back. I love that they've put the title on the actual book for this edition with the spine. So the only thing on the cover, if you don't want to use it, is the character artwork and the hands clasping. But I just think this is such a genius design. I love it. I think that was book 2. This is book 1. We have the 2 characters in some sort of embrace. And then again, some more hand clasping on the front. But this time, they're covering up a heart. I love the little detail of the gold foil around the outside of the artwork as well. And on the front, we have the skeletons again. I just love these. There is some detail in the background as well. I'm not sure how well that's going to pick up on camera. And again, with the end papers, we have some character artwork, skeletons on the back. And then on the edges, this one has the heart and this one has the brain. Next up, I have another special edition from Fox and Wit. This is one of the monthly boxes. This is Fox and Wit's October adult box. And I signed up to these subscriptions specifically for this book, but I didn't know what the design was going to be. And the book is The Hurricane Wars by Thea Guanzan. We have some character artwork on the front. And also on the back, this guy has a very cool looking mask. Oh, we also get the standard edition jacket underneath. But they just do the special edition covers, redesigned covers for the books. We also get a signed bookplate for this copy. I think I prefer my Fairy edition of this just because there's a lot more going on with this. But I do really like the artwork, especially this guy on the back. Next up, I have a box from Eternal Embers. I think this is my Onyx box. I don't think they allow skips at all with these. So you get 4 of them a year and they're quite chunky because they are omnibuses. The box was a little battered for this one, but luckily the books look well protected, so we should be fine. And it is Forbidden Reads by K.A. Knight. The omnibuses all come in a slipcase, which is great because, like I said, they are quite chunky books. And this one, it is a soft touch, so it's getting fingerprints all over it already, but it feels lovely quality. We have some quotes on one side and on the other, and it's holographic foil. It's stunning. Forbidden Reads is the series, and I think it's 3 books in this. I'm assuming it's based in a burlesque club, as that's what it says on the back of the book. We have some musical notes on the sprayed edges down the side, and a stage for the end papers, and it is hand signed. Oh, we also have some interior page decorations. This is lovely. Quality-wise, this feels great. Oh, we also have some dancing girls on the top edges, which I did not notice. I haven't read many Mafia-style books, which I feel like I'm getting that vibe from this. I have read some dark romance recently, really enjoyed it, so I am looking forward to trying this. I'm assuming it's dark romance, just from the vibe. Next up, I have another box from the Bookish Box. This is one of the monthly subscriptions. This is the August Adult and the August Young Adult, and I get book only, so I just have the 2 books for these. First up, we have Bonesmith by Nikki Pau-Preto. I do have the Fairy edition of this, which I also like a lot, but I couldn't resist this design. I think this design is really, really pretty. So we have this skull on the front, and the gold foil is actually holographic by the looks of it. The back says ready your blade, and then we have these really cool stenciled edges with like a skull design. I think these guys got the vibes like spot on. So under the dust jacket, we have the skull again, but with some gold foiling. We then have these really, really creepy end papers, which I absolutely love. There's just these weird ghosties in the trees. And then we have a reverse dust jacket. I do love that Bookish Box got all out with their reverse dust jackets and foiled them, but I do wish they were still doing the matte reverse dust jackets because they've kind of reverted back to doing them glossy. But this is the artwork on the reverse dust jacket. We have the skull and some characters and some weapons on the front, and then we have a quote on the back. I am tempted to turn this round despite the gloss cover, just because we already have this design on the actual hardcover. And I just love what they've done with this. I love the colours they've used. I am going to turn it around. I'm going to ignore the fact that it is glossy this one time because I just love what they've done with this book. So this is what it looks like with the reverse dust jacket. I just can't stand that squeaky sound. It's really, really pretty. I'm super happy with this design. I feel like they've really thought out their designs for their August books and they've gone all out. Next up we have Masters of Death by Olivia Blake. And this is definitely by far the prettiest edition I have seen of this book. And it's very out there. So we have a slipcase with this one. And this is the spine, this is the front, so we have like all these details, all these patterns and skeletons, and it's absolutely covered in holographic foil. And then the actual book itself looks like this, again covered in holographic foil. It's so different and I love the colours they've used. And then we have these very jazzy end papers that have the skeletons on and some more skeleton details. This one is hand signed by Olivia Blake. Although the books are late, they are beautiful. We are on the last two boxes. So I have another Bookish Box. I think this is some special editions. These are the special editions of a series by Chloe C. Penaranda. I think this might be the final book that I've pulled out first. And it is a front from the Ashes. It has like this phoenix on the front and gold foil. Beautiful spine work. And then a quote on the back with the phoenix wings. We have flames on the edges and we have the phoenix in gold foil on the front of the book. Just some gold foiling on the back and again the phoenix on the end papers. And then on the reverse dust jacket we do have the original artwork with the character artwork on, but I do really like the new one and it's matte, so I think I'm going to keep it on the phoenix. I just love that you still have the option to have the old artwork if you want it. I think this is so cohesive and beautiful. So we're going backwards. We have book 2, which is A Queen Comes to Power, and we have these little birds on the front. There's also a little cage up here, spine, and another quote on the back with the little birds. These are the edges on this one. You can see where we're going with this, but we have the birds on the edges and then the birds foiled on the actual hardcover. Mine has been bashed up a little bit, and then reverse dust jacket art is the original artwork. Love the colour palette for these, love how they've worked in some of the red going into the purple. And this is the first book, which is An Heir Comes to Rise. This has a deer on it, or a stag, and then we have the quote on the back. We have antlers on the edges for this one. End paper artwork. Beautiful foiled stag on the back again. And then the original dust jacket artwork on the reverse dust jacket. Again, they've pulled through those burgundy tones to the first cover. They just go so beautifully together. Oh, the spine as well. We also have the antlers on the spine. So much gold foiling. And our final box is from Mystic Box. This is their Tate James box. So I believe these are dark romance, and we have heist and forgery, which are book 1 and 2 in the Valenshek legacy. I think all of Mystics are dark romance, so I'm pretty sure these are both dark romance. We just have flowers on the covers. Not massively keen on the aesthetic of these, but I suppose it probably suits the story. We have the foiled Tate James signatures on the back of the books. So I'm pretty sure in these books we are following, I think it's like rival art thieves. Maybe they're after the same piece or something. I'm not 100% sure. But I know it's definitely got something to do with art theft. As always with Mystic, we get these beautiful soft touch matte covers. Not great for fingerprints, but they feel amazing. So here is the cover. We just have some tied in end pages with glass and flowers. The first book is always hand signed with Mystic Box. We do also get interior formatting. That was the last of the books that I need to unbox. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, as always, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time.